Hey, what's up, guys? So to our today's task would be to run Auto-GPT in our local system. So we are going to clone the repository because that's from where we can get the source code of it. So let's get started with that. Let me first have that Auto-GPT code. So this is my GitHub repository. This is significant gravitas. We have to go there. Now, it basically possess many kinds of stuff. You can read the documentation if you want to, but I'm giving you the steps, so that's not something you actually need to do. I am going to use Docker for it. That's the thing. So, if you don't have Docker, the only thing that you need to do is go on your terminal, just write brew install brew install and docker, and if you are just on the mac os, so you can just install it, or you can also install it by this way. Let me show you. So it is desktop. So if you go there and this is where you can download it from here, from the steps that has been given. It's very simple. You need to have a docker because we are going to you know run it in Docker. Otherwise, there are other ways as well, but that's the easiest way. Okay, so let me clone this repository for you so that it work in the way it should be. Um, Let me create a folder. Let me first create a folder. Um, okay, now let's have this folder. Within this, we will clone it. So I'm cloning this repository. Within that, it will take a moment or so, but um, we will be able to clone it. That's for sure. By the way, um, we can use OpenAI key here. We have to use that. It's not necessary to use GPTs for OpenAI key. We can also use GPT-5, 3.5 Turbo, something like that. So right now we have cloned this. And what you have to do is first you have to go into this directory of Auto-GPT. We are going here. Now, let me show you the documentation of it so I can also understand where the things are going. If you go in this setup with Docker, here you can see that it's saying mkdir Auto-GPT. It's just saying that make this folder and this go. You don't need to do any of that. I have already told you what you need to do. Now it is saying to create a Docker file. So we will create a Docker file named as Docker composed. Let me take this name first. Um, just a minute. Let me copy this out. Let me open my source code within VS Code. So what we need to do is something very simple. We need to just create a new file whose name is Docker compose this, and we will create this file. Now what we need to do is whatever the code that has been given here, we have to copy it, we have to paste it, and we have to save it. That's it. Now what we need to do is we need to go into this template. So it is basically in the GitHub itself. We have to first copy this out. Now after copying this, what you actually need to do is you can, by the way, uh, let me first go into this .env template file. Let me see where it is. It must be somewhere here, I would say. Um, just a minute, we'll find the file. Um, it's normally here, but right now I am facing difficulty in finding this out. No problem, just create .env file by yourself. So we'll create .env um, within this, and we will use this. Now in this file, paste the whole code. What you need to do is you have to put your OpenAI key. So let me put my OpenAI key. So basically I have placed my OpenAI key within this .env file which we have just created out. So like most of the task has been done. Uh, Now what we need to do is we have to pull this thing first. We have to first pull this. Um, uh, you know, that's the only thing that we need to do because we have already done this. And we can compose, run, and do all this stuff, you know. Um, so let me first pull this and then we'll see how things are going. So I'm pulling this and we have basically pulled it out. Now let me run this. And there we go. We'll see something. It is processing out. So it's that much simple to actually run your um, Docker. And also let me show you something till the processing is like we have to enter to continue. It's like this. It's blah blah blah. These are the links. It can what it can do. It has having an access of 3.5 turbo 3.5 turbo 16K. It can browse as well. It has GPT-4 access. And now we are into the task that we want Auto-GPT to execute with as much detail as possible. So we are here, you know. Now let me show you how it will work. So let me say, um, give me a detailed analysis of, let's say, detailed analysis of how different cryptocurrencies um, uh, are you know w- are going on, or um yeah, like that. Let's say this is my question. So it will first analyze all this. It is basically thinking and analyzing it. Let us give it a moment or so. It's slow right now because it's auto, so there are many various tasks that is going on within it. But I think that they will obviously will enhance that. So what it has been told, let me tell you. So we said, what we asked was this, yeah. So it has basically analyzed crypto analyst. So it has given the name to the GPT, and which you can see in this folder as well. If I want to show you, it will be in this folder. I'll wait for a minute. It will be in this folder, or a GPT uh data. Right now it has not come actually. I mean to say, when the whole process get executed, then we will get a folder here. So to say, so to see. So right now we have this agents part and this. So in this data folder, basically your Auto GPT, which has been named as Crypto Analyst GPT, will come. So what it's showing, it's just given the role crypto analyst. GPT is an AI agent specialized in analyzing and providing insights. And then it is thinking, so constraints are given, exclusively use the command listed below. You can only act proactively. So it's like having this, then best practices, resources that it possesses. Now it is asking for us to yes or no. I will say yes. It is thinking. It's thinking and going on. So it's like that. AutoGPT is actually cool. Um, and if you are clever enough, you can actually do any task, even the research part of it. So that's not something much of a problem. Yeah. So it is now asking for our input. So it has basically given this, that crypto analyst thoughts to analyze different cryptocurrencies. I will gather data on their price movements, market capitalization, trading volume, and volatility. Reasoning is there, plan is there, no criticism. So we will, if you want to, give something as your input, that's great. If not, you can continue with just yes, and it will continue on its own. So it is right now running, and these are the informations that it got. So crypto price charts, how calculated by averaging cryptocurrency exchange rates on different then the crypto real-time prices. So these are basically the website that it is going to search, because as I've said, it has Chrome access, which it can access, which is something cool it's thinking. And it will go on and on. It's like infinite loop, so you can stop wherever you want to, wherever you think that okay, I got relevant information. And otherwise we can continue either with yes, or we'll say okay, so have a detailed documentation of whatever you are analyzing. So you can give your input as well. It will think on it on that, and it will go. So it's not something much of a very hard stuff, so to say. And this is how you can, so l- that's how it goes. And so it has basically given I encountered issue. So it's also saying that okay, some are the issues, then they will make the plan, okay, how to do that. They will use an alternate. So it's like that. It's very cool. So this is for today. And I will come up with many more deployment like that. It's my second deployment. First was the Gemini provision, which I made that. It's something Auto-GPT, which is the most popular GitHub repository. So I will give the link in the comment section, in the description as well. So you can go and access that. That's cool. Okay, that's for today. Thank you.